Calvin Castine at Northeastern Clinton Central School. It's the 19th day of April 2012, and we're here for CVAC varsity baseball. They're looking at the batter's box right now. It looks like this batter's box will pass muster. I remember a couple of years ago when Megan Bayshard was here, and that batter's box was way too far up the line, and she would bunt and have a step and a half toward the first base before she get out of the batter's box. It's the Plattsburgh High School Hornets visiting Northeastern Clinton. The officials will be Steve Parker and Bill Liberty. We had the pleasure of seeing these guys in Shazy earlier in the week, on Monday in fact, where the Lions were visiting the Eagles. And they reversed positions this time. Last time it was Bill Liberty behind the plate. This time it's Steve Parker behind the plate. And as we said that day, we'll say again today that this is a battery from 40 years ago at Saranac. Bill Liberty, the catcher, and Steve Parker on the pitching rubber for the Saranac Chiefs 40 years ago. The Cougar defense will feature Stephanie LaValle on the pitching rubber. Her battery mate is Bianca Grimshaw at first base. It's Taylor Rabideau at second base. Jennifer Favreau. Shortstop is Emily Boyer. And over at third base, it's Veda Loya. Outfield left to right, you've got Courtney Rabideau, Michaela McDonough, and Krista Conley. The non-starters for the Cougars are Amanda Harvey, Caroline Perrier, and Patricia LePan. Maddie Trombley, the shortstop, will lead off for Vicki McMillan's Hornets. And here's the first pitch of the game, taken high and away. Overcast at the moment. Might had some nice sunshine earlier. We may have to raise our camera up just another foot or so, just to give us a little better angle. There's a strike. Just a little bit, a foot or two lower than the playing field here where we're recording. There's a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Temperature just about 70 degrees, high 60s, and breeze, so it's just comfortable. Line shot into left field. Oh, barehanded. And left by Rabideau. Over the outstretched glove of Emily Boyer, and be a base hit. Sierra Ducat, the third baseman, will step in now. What a runner on, and obviously nobody out. Second batter of the game. And a pitch in the dirt. Nice stop by Grimshaw. And Gretchen Morris, not sure of her married last name, is the coach for the Cougars. She's assisted by her father, Clay Morris, who last time I looked was the head of the Plattsburgh High School school board. So a couple times a year, the school board president ends up rooting against the Hornets. It's hit on the ground. And it's going to be first and second with nobody out. I said, what are the chances that she'll be swinging at the first pitch? Well, the chances are excellent. The batter, Colby Lyon, bunted the first pitch and reached. I was raising my tripod legs to adjust for the lighting situation. And it turns out that the lighting situation changed. The sun is out now, so I didn't really need to raise them at that particular time. And now would have been a good time right now. So we missed Colby Lyon's excellent bunt and the subsequent reaching to load the bases here in this home opener for the Cougars. Here's the catcher, Carly Neal. Strike. Infield is in for a play at the plate. Cougars are going to try to get that early out. Early in the game. I don't know. Clay Morris is much more familiar with the Hornets than I am. Clean-up batter at the plate. I think I would play at normal distance. Okay, we're continuing to adjust our camera here. Here's a pitch from LaValle. Just misses. Good stop by Grimshaw. JV game is going on that way. There's a shot. It's going to be foul. Souvenir for a lucky fan.
Go, Carly, you got it.
LaValle's pitch. Reaches for it. It's going to be a play at third. And they get the out. Get the out. Good job there by Boyer going to Loya. That was the only play really at that point. It was a several bouncer. If it was a one hopper on a sharply hit ball, it would have been different. But it wasn't time to go anywhere else. She had that short toss. If she had to toss even to second base, she may not have been able to get there in time. That is popped up. It bounces off the water cooler. This is Lauren Stanley, the second baseman. Or this is right here. 1-0 Plattsburgh, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Both runners advance. LaValle had 0-2. You're watching viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. There's a strike. And Grimshaw hung on to it. So Stanley is out. That's 2 down. And I'll bring up Courtney Pfeiffer, the first baseman.
Big hit, big hit. Good eye.
Strike.
Yeah, now you know, now you know. 11, you got this.
Hit her. Hit her. So that'll load the bases. So it's bases loaded, 2 outs for Courtney Rohrig, the left fielder. Emily Rohrig is the only non-starter for Plattsburgh, so neither team with a lot of players. Cougars have 3 subs. Hornets, however, have just 1. And the games I've covered thus far this week haven't been big numbers on the bench, so not getting the turnout that they used to. Run number 2 scores as Colby Lyon races in from third base. Both runners advance. All right, now we're set. Pitch from LaValle is in the dirt. Bouncer, and this is going to score another run. Run number 3 scores. Rohrig says, gee, I wanted to drive in all those runs. Taking my RBIs away from me. That's high. It's popped up and out of play. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Grimshaw puts a tag on her. So 3 runs for the Hornets. They lead as we go to the bottom half of the first here on viewer-supported hometown cable. The defense for Plattsburgh pitching is Haley McLaughlin. At catching position is Carly Neal. First base is Courtney Pfeiffer. Second base Lauren Stanley. Shortstop is Maddie Trombley, and at third base it's Sarah Duquette. Outfield left to right, Courtney Rohrig, Colby Lyon, and Jamie Bedard. As we said, the only non-starter is Emily Rohrig. Michaela McDonough, the center fielder, will lead it off for the Cougars. Fouled. Strike one. There's a line shot. That's a base hit for McDonough. And she will be on at first with a leadoff single. 3-0 Hornets here going to the bottom of the first. Now here's the left fielder, Courtney Rabidou. Takes the ball, just missed. Goes after one out of the strike zone. 1-1. Claymore's suggesting that she lay off of those in the future. Ball 4. So despite that one that she swung out of the strike zone, Rabidou is still able to muster a walk. So it's first and second. And just like that, the potential tying run will come to the plate. It's the catcher, Bianca Grimshaw. She reached for one for a strike. McLaughlin delivers. Hit high and foul. Strike two. Loyals are enjoying the game. Looks like Mrs. Loyal thinks it's a little chilly though. I'm rather perceptive, but you can see lots of jackets and windbreakers and bordering on nice. Certainly comfortable out here for northerners like us.
Nice job. Way to hit that 1-2. Go ahead, Liz.
Well, still an 0-2 count. Grimshaw's been protecting that plate. That one bounces. That was probably supposed to be some kind of a change-up. Just missed. Just missed. Close to be taken. Now the 1-2 pitch. Popped up. Out of play, I think. Yep. That's hit sharply through the left side. Gets away and left. A run scores, and Grimshaw ends up at second base. So it's 3-1. Tying run at second. Nobody out. Cleanup batter and pitcher Stephanie LaValle coming up for the Cougars. Swings and misses. Strike one. Look a little high, but those look so inviting. There's a sharply hit ball that's foul by a yard. Went over the bag fair, but landed foul. That's 2 strikes on LaValle. And a bouncer. That makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. It's 1 down. And here's shortstop Emily Boyer. Ball. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Cougars like those high ones, I think. A little blooper. Gonna have a play at the plate. She's gonna be safe. No, out. 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 She had committed. She had committed, so she had to keep going. She was off at the crack of the bat. Obviously, on a ball hit to the left side like that, you want to make sure it's through, or they wait for the fielder to throw the ball. But she was off with the crack of the bat, so she was hustling. Just didn't work out that time. Here's Veda Loya, the third baseman. Runners at the corners, 2 outs, and a pitch. Strike called. Look for a stolen base. And a line shot to left center. It's going to drop in. Looks like I'm going to have to move over here to compensate for Coach McMillan. 3-2. A double for Loya, and now Jennifer Favreau at the plate. Second baseman. Fouls it off, strike 1. Just missed. 3-2 the score. Tying run at third. Go ahead run at second base for in the first inning. That's outside and high. Exactly the type of pitch everybody else has been swinging at. Chop, knocked down. McLaughlin's going to come to first, not in time. She knocked it down, and it kind of got by her. And by the time she was able to recover, first place she thought of was the plate. Not sure if she'd thought of first right away. She could have got Favreau. Favreau was able to beat it out. I'm going to call that an infield hit, and here's Taylor Rabideau, the first baseman. Strike 1. Not stealing here. I don't know. They're a little concerned about Neal. That gets away. Here comes run number 4. She is going to be safe. Loya scores to make it 4-3. Favreau advances to second base. So we've got an eventful first inning here thus far. Not as eventful as the last time I saw these guys. It was 19-2 when I left the softball game at Shazy and go to the baseball game at Shazy. That was after 2 innings, 19-2 after 2 innings. This ball shouldn't be a time was called. That's high. That's a strike. So it's 3-2, full count. And the payoff. Hard hit, base hit to the right side. Go to first will not be in time. Good idea. Let's go to the plate. He's out. Favreau's got to slide. Got to slide. She's not supposed to be avoiding the tag. She's got to be in there sliding to avoid a collision. She didn't collide. She avoided. So
What's the pitch count?
it's 4-3, and we are going to the second inning here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Right fielder Jamie Bedard leading off for Plattsburgh in the second inning. They're down by a run, 4-3. Here's a pitch from LaValle, takes it high and away, ball 1. It's fouled back. The last inning there were 2 or 3 girls over here for Plattsburgh. They seem to have lost their enthusiasm here, and now they're trailing 4-3. There should be 2 or 3 the players who are going to follow the on-deck batter should be up there and getting in the ball game. Instead, they're sitting on the bench. 1-2 pitch. Just missed outside. Swinging and a miss, strike 3. So Bedard goes down swinging. They have 1 out. And I'll bring up the pitcher Haley McLaughlin, who I believe is going to be going to the outfield next half inning. top of the order to follow. Pitch from LaValle is high. April 19th, 2012. Nice day. Nice. Right now the sun is out. It's more of a somebody with shorts over there and a tank top. It's more of a not that type of a day right now than it is the blanket type of a day. Grimshaw giving chase. It's not that cold out here. That's second record straight here. These ladies coming here all bundled up and just making it seem like a lot worse day. And believe me, I've had 2 chilly days in Ellenburg this week, so I know of what I speak here. It's 50 degrees, no sunshine, the wind's blowing, and it's chilly. Like 3. To kind of work around Maddie Trombley that time. There, she decided she wanted to get a close-up view. Here's Trombley at the plate. She takes a ball outside. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the second. Plattsburgh trailing at 4-3. There's a strike. Fouled. Just missed. Foul back. That's popped up. Whoa. Looked like Loya didn't have a beat on it, so she was looking at Boyer, then all of a sudden Loya is the one who's got the ball. Right in the sun there. That was a tougher play than it may have looked because of the sun. So 3 up, 3 down, nothing across for the Hornets. It remains 4-3 Cougars. We're going to the bottom of the second here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Jamie Bedard started the game in right field, and she's now moved to the pitching rubber. And we got Krista Conley, the right fielder, leading off for the Cougars in the second. And the starting pitcher, Bedard, has gone to right field to replace starting pitcher McLaughlin has gone to right field to replace Bedard. 1-1 the count to Conley. Strike 2. Strike 3 looking. 1-2 count. The pitch was taken. Nice pitch. Low and away. A good spot. Now I'll bring up Michaela McDonough, center fielder. There's a strike.
Be ready.
She bunts it. It's going to be foul ball. It's low. Ball 2. That's high. Ball 3. Full count to McDonough with 1 out here in the second. Swings and misses, strike 3. So that's 2 down. And I'll bring up the left fielder, Courtney Rabideau. Strike, no, off the plate, ball 1. Strike. One and 2. Just just missed.
Go ahead.
Count even, 2-2. Here's the pitch. Just misses low, ball 3. So we'll have another full count. Another payoff pitch.
Shoot out now. Routine to 1, girls. Routine to 1. There you go.
That's fouled. Just missed off the plate. So Rabideau gets herself a base on balls. She'll go to first. With 2 outs, I would probably look for a stolen base attempt here. Grimshaw, Bianca Grimshaw, the batter. If you get thrown out on the bases, you've got the 3, 4, and 5 hitters to lead off the next inning. There's a strike. There we go. I think Mr. Parker is going to clean off the target. Fly ball to right field. It is dropped. So it is runners at the corners. Rabideau races to third with 2 outs. She was going. And Grimshaw's on at first. Cleanup hitter Stephanie LaValle, the pitcher, takes a strike. Grimshaw is in at second, and that allows Rabideau to score. So stolen base for Bianca Grimshaw, the pride of the McBride Road. 5-3 Cougars. There's a strike. 1-2 the count with 2 outs. That's low. High. I think that's a full count. Yes, it is. Here's the payoff. High for ball 4. So LaValle walks, so it's first and second. Emily Boyer, the batter. Known as Batter Boyer. Bedard to Boyer. And a 2-0 pitch. Strike. 2-1. Foul back to even the count, 2-2. Boyer continuing to get a piece of it. Swings at a high one. Strike 3. So Bedard's able to get the strikeout to end the inning. Cougars pick up a run. It's 5-3. We're going to the 3rd inning here on viewer-supported hometown cable. It is 6-3 in the 3rd inning. I forgot that the Cougars scored another run on the stolen base. So they scored 2 in the 2nd inning. This is Sierra Duquette, the 3rd baseman. She's leading off for the Hornets. Team down by 3. A lot of game left. Pitch from LaValle. Ball 4. Nobody coaching at first base. There's Colby Lyon. Look at a ball. Throw in second will not be in time. Stolen base for Duquette.
run on that, Kobe. Come on.
Strike two.
Anything close, Kobe?
Neil keeps moving in front of me here for some reason. She can't be totally oblivious to me. I'm on the large side, so she'll be able to see me. That's a base hit. Be runners at the corners. There's cleanup hitter Carly Neal now. Nobody out. Potential tying run at the plate for the Hornets here in the top half of the third inning. LaValle winds and delivers. The second and third.
Hey, we're still going to one here.
Second and third, nobody out.
On the one here.
She's like 14.
LaValle very deliberate here. This is low. All three. They're trying to pitch carefully to Neal. Ball four. So it's going to load the bases. Still nobody out. And Lauren Stanley, the batter. Strike one. Tying run at first base. Potential go-ahead run at the plate. 1-1. Strike two.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ball. 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Grimshaw back, and it's off the top of the backstop.
Here, work hard here. Still coming home with it.
And ball bounced off Steve Parker's feet. Run number 4 scores, so it's 6-4.
Lauren, you got this number 18.
I believe it's now a full count. Runners at second and third, first base open.
Do something with it.
Pitch from LaValle is strike 3. Stanley ducking, but Parker says, I'm calling the plate. So that's one out. And the first baseman, Courtney Pfeiffer, the batter. That is well hit, and it's going to be extra bases. That's going to at least tie the ball game. If it were a fair ball, but it's foul. I guess I got fooled there. There's a foul line right there. I guess I thought it was more in this area, but it was over that way. So a break there for the Cougars for the moment. Well hit ball by Pfeiffer, but just this foul. The wind may have helped to ease that across the foul line. Pitch from LaValle, taken high. Potential tying run is now at second base. There's a line shot, and it's going to be over the head of center fielder McDonough. It's going to be a triple. A game-tying triple for Courtney Pfeiffer. She's got some good swings in that at bat. She is tied at 6-6. There's the left fielder Courtney Rohrig with a potential go-ahead run now 60 feet away. Just one out. So if you're a betting person, you might bet that the Hornets will take the lead here with a runner at third and just one out. Top half of the third, 6-6 the score. Gets away, here comes that go-ahead run. It's now 7-6 Plattsburgh. Strike called. Ball 4. So she'll hustle the first. And bring up Jamie Bedard, the pitcher. Last time we saw her at the plate, she was a right fielder. About to be pitcher. High fly ball. Look out, top ladies. Boyer's got it. 2 down.
We are winning.
Haley McLaughlin, right fielder. We're hearing it's 7-5. I thought the Cougars had scored twice in that second inning, but we'll see. You got, I don't know if they're able to be picked up by the camera here. A swarm of little bugs that don't seem to be affected by the breeze. And they've been all around us here. I don't think the camera can pick them up here. They're kind of tiny. Ball 4. So McLaughlin walks. It's going to bring up the top of the order with first and second. Maddie Trombley, the batter, the shortstop. She chokes up a bit. Nothing wrong with that. Get better control of the bat.
Go, Maddie, you got this.
Hits it to the right side, unassisted, put out by Taylor Rabideau. We're trying to check that 7-5 score and head for the bottom of the third here on viewer-supported hometown cable.
Let's keep that lead.
We have a strike to Vedaloya. And our score, we just got back from checking the score, is 7-5. We were wrong when we added that extra run to the Cougar side. It is 7-5. There's a strike. 3. So Loya goes down looking. And we'll bring up Jennifer Favreau. 7-5 Plattsburgh, third inning. It's a ball. Sometimes the picture taker gets her picture taken. Swinging and a miss. That's a ball in the dirt. Taylor Rabideau at the plate. We have 2 outs. 2 outs. Well, I was taping and I wasn't, so Favreau bunted and was thrown out at first. I hope I got that on the recording. There's a nice bunt. That's going to go foul. sometimes when you think you're recording or not, which is sometimes better than recording when you think you're not. You can get in trouble sometimes when you're recording and you didn't think you were recording.
Let's go, Jamie. You guys number 5. Come on, Rem.
Not me, but other people. There's a strike at the knees, strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down, nothing across for Northeastern. They trail 7-5. We're heading for the 4th here on viewer-supported hometown cable.
Does anyone have like water?
After a long half inning, we've got Sarah Ducat leading off the top half of the 4th inning for a team up by 2, 7-5. There's a strike, or not, off the plate apparently. Ball 1. Two and 0 the count. This is Favreau pitching now. They're sneaking a change in here on me for some reason. Strike. So we've got LaValle moved over to second base. So they've switched positions. Both wearing sunglasses. So if I wasn't as sharp-eyed as I am here, I wouldn't have noticed that. And now we got Kobe Lyon. Gets away.
I've seen guys do that.
She just seems to find a way to get in front of me, doesn't she? There's a strike. I have to move about 4 times between pitches. Because I'd move over and Neil would move over. I'd move over and Neil would move over. Alright, she's up now, so I know where she'll be. 1 out. Nice stop by Grimshaw. Two-0 pitch, ball 3. Border Patrol protecting our borders.
Good job, Carly. Come on, Carl. Keep it up.
Now we've got Lauren Stanley. Favreau delivers. Last year's Cougar pitcher Megan Bowmel now pitching at Clinton Community College. That got her on the thigh. Oh, that's going to load the bases. Last year's pitcher Megan Bowmel up at Clinton. We weren't able to get them this year. It doesn't look like we will at this point. So the bags are full, 1 out. And Courtney Pfeiffer, who got a triple, as I recall, last time up. At least I think she was the one that got that triple. Pitch from Favreau. Popped up. Infield fly is called. The batter's out. Boyer makes the catch. We have 2 down. And Courtney Rohrig will step in. She's the left fielder. Goes off to a high one, strike 1. Strike. Hard hit up the middle, base hit. That's going to score at least 2. Oh, hard hit ball, RBI, or 2 ribbies for Roerig. Oh, good job of getting the ball in quickly there by center fielder McDonough. We got Jamie Bedard. First runners at first and second. 9-5 our score. Another strike. Strike 2. That was a very nice pitch from Favreau. High. Full count. Viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. That's ball 4, and throw to third. No. Safe. Grimshaw lost track of the count and threw to third. That was ball 4. And the ball got away. Good throw by Courtney Rabideau, but run number 10 crosses. And Haley McLaughlin will step in. Viewer supported local television, hometown cable, and April has been, here he is the 19th, and hardly anybody has contributed to our local programming. So most of you watching are in the category of not contributing, so if you could change that and send in a support to Hometown Cable, we'd certainly appreciate it. Our address is 1477 Ridge Road in Champlain. That's a ball. You can also use PayPal over the internet at our websites, Plattsburgh.com or HometownCableNetwork.com. It is, I believe, 10-5. We're heading for the bottom of the 4th. We're halfway through this one. We're in the bottom half of the 4th. Whoops. Krista Connolly is at the plate. Plattsburgh enjoying a 10-5 lead. Bunted. That's a fair ball. I'll have to hustle to get her, and they don't do it. They don't do it. Bill Liberty right in position to see it, and he says she is safe. So, infield hit for Conley on the bunt. Bring up the top of the order. Michaela McDonough, the center fielder. She's out. Trying to avoid the tag. Not sure if she was out for running outside the baseline or if she was tagged also. But she did the right thing there. You don't run into a tag and let the fielder get an easy double play. You force them to make a play on you. This is Courtney Rabideau, the left fielder. She bunts off the first pitch for strike 1. JV game going on. There's a ball. Ball. Bottom of the fourth. There haven't been any real quick half innings here. I think maybe one fairly quick one, the top of the second. Outside of that, everything has been eventful. A lot of pitches, even if 4 runs weren't scored. As ball 4, Rabidou walks. First and second with 1 out. And Bianca Grimshaw, the batter. High for a ball. 1-1. Out of the strike zone. Strike. No, off the plate. Coach McMillan walking around in disgust as if you could see the top of the plate. From our angle, yes, it looked like a strike. Steve Parker has a nice view of that plate right there, so he can tell if it's over the plate or not. Little thing off the fist. Don't collide, ladies.
That's a big out right there. That's a big out.
They get Grimshaw on a little pop-up. 2 down. And Stephanie LaValle, the second baseman, at the plate.
Any bag.
Fouled off.
Come on, Jamie, you got this, girl. That's what's happening here, kid. All you. Good eye. Frame that.
Well,
Good eye.
bit more tripping from the stands over there. Amazing, people 100 feet away got a better view of that plate than Steve Parker has. Hit right down the line, right over the bag. Hurry up. Whoa, she's going to come. Oh, some daring running here. Daring, to say the least. Not sure if McDonough had the green light or she just decided to keep going. So the results are a run for the Cougars. And runners end up at second and third. Now here's Emily Boyer. Takes a strike.
Come on, four. Nobody get her right here.
Little poke here, kid. All we want here.
Hit to the left side. Throw to first. In time for the out. A run for the Cougars. It is now 10-6. We're going to the 5th inning here on viewer-supported hometown cable.
What? Behind their bench to people.
Looks like we're ready for a play at the plate there in the JV game. Nope.
Just kidding.
Nothing happening at the plate there. It is the top of the order for Plattsburgh to start the 5th. They're up by 4. Avro Wines delivers, and it's strike. Now I'm hearing that it was way outside.
There we go!
From the people in the stands. Hit the center field. McDonough grabs it. We have 1 out. So maybe the league ought to consider putting umpires over there to get a better view of the plate. There we go. Here's Sierra Duquette, the third baseman.
Come on, number 4, let's go.
Strike.
Go, Sierra, you got it. Drive it. Come on, Mad. I mean, Sierra.
Ball.
Kobe.
Ball just missed. Whoa, after a little bit of high one there. I think we have a full count right now. Favreau winds and delivers. Strike 3, right down the pike. 2 down. Colby Lyon is up, which means that I'll be bouncing around the on-deck batter. Hits the first offering to center field. McDonough is there. A quick 1-2-3 inning, and the Hornets go down in order. In the 5th, we're going to the bottom of the inning. 10-6 Plattsburgh. Beto Loya, the batter, takes the ball to start the bottom half of the 5th. Team down by 4. 2-0. Three balls, no strikes. Bedard delivers. Strike. Strike 2 called. No complaints from the people in the stands over here. Ball 4.
All right, watch your butt now. Let's get the out. Watch it your way now. Watch it
Now Jen Favreau at the plate.
Be ready. Let's get the out.
Pitch from Bedard. Strike. Hit back to the pitcher. Bedard's going to go to Pfeiffer for the shore out. So Favreau advances the runner. The Hornets throw the ball around. And Loya ends up at third base. Now Taylor Rabideau bunts it foul. Strike 1.
Hey, you're checking.
10-5 the score. That's a ball. It's bad enough when you swing at one up there. If you bunt at one, you got nowhere you can go with it. Swing and a miss on that one. She gave it a good cut. Strike 3, 2 down, and I'm not sure what happened to the catcher Neal here. He's bent over. Don't know if she got hit with the bat or the backswing, or she got dust in her eye. Looks like it's a dirt in the eye situation. So it's going to get us to Krista Connolly. She swings a shot to third base, and Sierra Ducat spears it. Nothing across for the Cougars. Loya is stranded. We're going to the 6th inning. 10-5 Plattsburgh. Looks like Krista White batting her in a JV game.
10-6? 27-10.
And it's safe at first. Zooming through the magic of television, we're back at the varsity game. Carly Neal, the catcher. Leading off the 6th inning. Pitch from Favreau is changeup.
Look up at the sun. Look up at the sun. Look up at the sun. Oh, try that.
High fly ball. Outfielder's ball. Outfielder's got a call for it. Left fielder Courtney Rabideau wanted that one. She's going to be hollering out. It's a player coming in. that owns the ball. Shortstop is going to keep going after it until she is called off. I didn't hear any I got it, but I'm quite a ways away. There's a pitch to Lauren Stanley.
Hey, Colby.
10-5 Plattsburgh. Top of the sixth, one out. Nobody out, excuse me. There's a strike. Strike two.
Anything close?
Strike three. That's a big strikeout. It's one down. Courtney Pfeiffer up now. Favreau's pitch, swing, strike one. Little Luther, it's going to be a base hit. Favreau picks it up. First and second, one out, and Courtney Rohrig, the left fielder. Strike one. Favreau delivers. Strike. Steve Parker decides the bat went across the plate. Even though she didn't break her wrist, she still carried that bat over the plate. So it's now Jamie Bedard up. First and second, two outs. Here's the pitch from Favreau. Swings at a high one. Well, looks like Emily Rohrig will be batting for McLaughlin when the opportunity arises. Just missed.
Oh, good eye, good eye, good eye, good eye.
Good block. Good job. Work hard here. Work hard here. Good arm speed.
And pitch from Favreau. Popped up and out of play. Hit to the left side and through. Run scores. Blocked out, but it looked like it was a fieldable ball. And we're going to have Rohrig batting. Emily Rohrig. Not to be confused with Courtney Rohrig. That makes it 11-5. Where's the 6? 11-6. Strike. Two. Ball. Strike three. Coach goes down swinging. Hornets pick up a run. They lead it now 11-6 going to the bottom of the sixth. Michaela McDonough will lead off the top half bottom half of the 6th inning. Team down by 5. First one was a strike down the middle. Bunted.
One more, watch it one.
Ball. 2-2.
Kiddo, dig deep.
Off the plate. Full count.
There you go.
He's going to drop in. No.
Good job, center field. Way to go,
Good running catch there in center field by Colby Lyon. We'll bring up Courtney Rabideau. Lyon taking a base hit away from McDonough.
Here we go. Watch that butt now. Here you go. Kid, come with it. Just sit.
Ball 4. Rabideau will hustle the first. There's Bianca Grimshaw. Cougar coach Gretchen Morris, of course, was a star pitcher at Plattsburgh High School during her high school days. Hit sharply up the middle. It's going to get away, and we're going to have a throw to second, throw to third. Nope. So Grimshaw comes through. Ends up at second base. Rabideau's on at third. And Stephanie LaValle, the batter. Strike.
Check the runner, go to one. Check the runner, go to one. Bring it up. That's it.
All you hear the valley.
It's away, and a run scores. Rabideau scoring from third. Grimshaw advances to third. It's now 11-7. Swing and a miss.
All you hear, kid. All you hear, kid. Little poke here. First base.
Good swing.
All you hear, kid.
Check her back, go to one. There you go. Let's go.
Hit to the third base side. Cougars again. This getting to be a habit. Ball hit to the left side. Stay there. Second time they've gotten out in that type of a play. The ball hit to the left side. They got to stay put unless they're forced to go ahead. Wait for the play to happen, then head for home. So good defense there by the Hornets. LaValle ends up at second, and Emily Boyer the batter. Taken by the shortstop, Tremblay. 11-7 after 6. We're heading for the 7th here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Shortstop Maddie Tremblay. It's a sign from Coach McMillan at third, and she is set to start the 7th inning, and she lines it into left center field. And she'll be held up at third with nobody out. Now Sierra Duquette. 11-7 Hornets here on this Thursday, the 19th of April, 2012. Way high.
7.
Ball.
I'll guarantee it's close to 7.
Not sure if it's 3 and 1 or 3 and 2. That's ball 4. A moot point. There'll be runners at the corners. Colby Lyon, the batter. Gets away. Number 12 is going to score.
No, it's close. Scared me for a second.
1-1 here, ladies. 1-1.
Well, if I had mine, you could use mine, but apparently I forgot it.
High fly ball, shallow left. It is dropped. Number 13 will cross.
Good hit, Colby.
And Lyon will end up at second base. Here's Carly Neal. Pitch from LaValle.
They lost?
Nobody out, 2 runs in.
9-7.
Oh, I thought you said 29-7.
I'd have been over here if that was the case.
I don't really know.
Off the fist.
It's okay. That's the first out, right?
I have a new shortstop here. What's that? That's Courtney Rabideau at short.
Come on, Lauren. Don't pull your head.
May have switched positions with Boyer. And we got Lauren Stanley.
We're no longer talking.
3-1.
Huh?
We're no longer talking.
She looks like me. She really does. It's really weird.
And tight.
I just thought she was me.
Now,
Yeah, I remember. I told
Rabideau is a left-handed shortstop. You don't see a lot of those.
Work hard here, work hard here.
Is she talking to Alexis? Yeah.
Dead ball. Dead ball. Runner left too soon. Runner left early.
She's gonna be so mad when she comes in here. It's gonna be a train wreck. I should probably stay clear.
Oh boy, I gotta move again here.
Keep your eye on the ball.
One card here.
Come on, Lauren, you got it. You got it. Let's go.
All 4.
Let's go back.
We got Courtney Pfeiffer.
Courtney's gonna come towards you.
Let's get to third. Included. Will be first and second. There's Courtney Rohrig. First and second. I think just 1 out. Strike.
But she didn't. Yeah, you are. I'm guessing you are. Because why would you change it?
back in the game if she goes.
Matt! Go!
Work hard.
It's a bouncer. And both runners will move up. Strike.
On the one. On the one.
Ball 4, load the bases. And now Jamie Bedard will be the batter. 2 down. Okay, there's 2 outs. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. A line shot. Base hit. Off the glove at second. That was a hard hit ball. Would have been a very good catch or a good stop if LaValle had come up with it. I'm going to call that a base hit and drives in 2 more. And we have Haley McLaughlin at the plate. Top of the order to follow. Strike 1. 9th batter of the inning. 4 runs in this inning for Plattsburgh. 2. So it's 15-7 at the moment, Plattsburgh. It's going to be out of play. Swing and a miss.
Good job,
Drop 3rd strike, 2 outs. Even though first was occupied, she can run, and she does. And the bags are loaded. Maddie Trombley led off the inning, and she's up there again. And a pitch from Favreau. Viewer-supported local television. Safe at the plate. Well, we've got one family that supports us, our efforts on this Cougar team. Obviously none on the Plattsburgh squad. But we do have one on the Cougar side. Should be a heck of a lot more than that, obviously. 2nd, 3rd, Trombley at the plate. Strike.
Down, go to 1.
Wait a second, Herbie's gonna read both of us. Do I have any of those? Yes. No? Okay.
Ball 4, it's going to load the bases.
Throw it to a bag.
Well, Sierra Duquette. There's a strike. Two. The 11th batter of the inning. 5 runs in here in the 7th. Oh, foul tipped off the face mask of Grimshaw. Bianca says, I'll be okay as soon as I answer the phone.
Let's go, Sierra!
1 second. Yeah. 1 second. We're not eating.
Ball.
No, that was you, right? No. This is one. Oh, that one. Yeah, last one.
With the 8-run lead. Or was it 9? Nope. It's ball 4. 12th batter of the inning. That's a 6 runs in. It was
I told you, I'm not the only one.
11 coming in, so it's 17-7. 10-run lead now for Plattsburgh. So fairly comfortable lead here in the 7th. It's popped up. Fair ball. Safe at the plate. Didn't slide though. Didn't slide. Safe at the plate.
Hey, go grab that bat. Go grab that bat, Haley.
A little bit of a collision. Supposed to be sliding. It's now 11-run lead, and Carly Neal, the batter. Where's the pitch here? Let's go.
Yeah, blonde. Then the one all was on the reaper? Oh.
Strike. 13th batter, 7 runs in. 18-7 the score. Could be trouble. When it rains, it pours. Plattsburgh got to start saving up some of these little bloopers just to fall out of the grasp of the defense. Here's Lauren Stanley. 19-7 the score. Strike one.
Hey, keep your eye, keep your eye. Amanda, you're right.
Strike two. Foul ball. Ball. Again with the big lead. Coach McMillan not running her players in from third. Sportsmanship it's called.
Come on, you got it.
Good eye.
Ty, let it go. Ty, let it go. There we go. Let it go. Come on.
Could be a full count.
Ty, let it go.
Strike three. So we're finally going to the bottom of the 7th with Plattsburgh hanging on to a commanding 19-7 advantage. Unofficially it's 20-7, and coincidentally the time is 12-7. I think the time sounds like a better score than the score does. I'd switch the time and the score around, make it 20-7 instead of 12 of. Veda Loya's at the plate. Leading off the 7th inning, the bottom half. And unless the Cougars score exactly 13, this will be the last half inning. 14 or more, and they'll win. But they'll have to do it with 1 out. Now Jen Favreau, the batter.
Watch your butt now, be ready.
Let's see, we haven't checked out the fan base here yet. Except for the ones who are cold. Pitch to Favreau is fouled. It's back to the rubber. And Bedard fires over to first baseman Pfeiffer. And Favreau's done. We have 2 outs. We're going to have a pinch hitter.
New batter.
Number 9, Amanda Harvey is going to bat. Not sure if Carolyn Perrier, number 8, or Patricia LePan, number 18, have been in the game. Well, we do know that Harvey is now going to bat. So it's up to Harvey to start a 13 or more run rally. She fouls off the first pitch. A little soft liner to third, and that's the ball game. The Plattsburgh High School Hornets defeat the Northeastern Clinton Central School Cougars. It's a long run here, but it's finally over, and that's the way it was. This 19th day of April 2012. You've been watching viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. Win, lose, or draw, this is TV worthy of your support if you recognize any of the people who participated in today's game. You are exactly